Today, we're taking you on a journey through old Canada with rare, captivating photos that showcase daring explorers, stunning landscapes, and untold stories. Welcome back to Timeless Frames. Join us and see Canada's past come to life. Let's explore. A steam-powered dredge operating in the Klondike River in 1901, extracting gold from the riverbed. A steam-powered dredge is seen at work in the Klondike River, one of the most advanced pieces of mining equipment used during the gold rush. These dredges revolutionized gold mining by allowing miners to extract gold more efficiently from the riverbed. A group of women working as laundresses in Dawson City in 1898, providing essential services to the mining community. This photograph shows women working as laundresses in Dawson City, a vital service to the miners. Women played an important, though often underappreciated, role in supporting the miners' efforts by providing laundry services in the rough and remote conditions of the Klondike. A miner's cabin built from logs in the wilderness of the Klondike, reflecting the harsh living conditions in 1897. Captured in this photo is a miner's log cabin in the wilderness of the Klondike, showing the modest and often precarious living conditions miners had to endure while they searched for gold in the frigid northern environment. The Yukon River, frozen over in the winter of 1898, with sled teams crossing its icy surface. This winter scene shows sled teams crossing the frozen Yukon River, one of the most important transportation routes for miners during the Klondike Gold Rush. The harsh winters made the river a crucial route for those traveling to and from the goldfields. A view of the bustling docks in Skagway, Alaska in 1898, where miners load and unload supplies. The busy docks of Skagway are captured in this image, showing a constant flow of goods being loaded and unloaded. Skagway served as the primary gateway for miners traveling to the Klondike, with the docks playing a key role in the gold rush's supply chain. A family of miners posing outside their homestead in Dawson City in 1899, showing the familial side of the gold rush. This intimate photo shows a family of miners outside their Dawson City home. The photograph reflects how families lived together in the harsh conditions of the Klondike, often working side by side in pursuit of wealth while creating a close-knit community. Ever wondered how a bridge built by miners changed the course of the Klondike Gold Rush? Let's see in this photo. A group of miners working together to build a wooden bridge over the Klondike River in 1898. Miners are seen constructing a wooden bridge over the Klondike River, an essential infrastructure project that helped facilitate the movement of goods and people. The teamwork involved highlights the cooperative spirit of the mining community. The SS Whitehorse, a steamboat operating on the Yukon River, photographed in 1901. The SS Whitehorse, a prominent steamboat of the period, is shown navigating the Yukon River. Steamboats like the Whitehorse were essential for transporting miners and their supplies to the Klondike Gold Rush areas. A miner's gold pan with a small pile of gold nuggets from Bonanza Creek, photographed in 1898. This close-up photo shows a miner's gold pan filled with a small pile of gold nuggets from Bonanza Creek, symbolizing the promise of wealth that drove thousands of men and women to the Klondike. These pans were the primary tools of prospectors during the early stages of the gold rush. The construction of a railroad in Whitehorse, Yukon in 1900, which would later connect the region to the rest of Canada. Captured here is the construction of a railroad in Whitehorse, which eventually became a key part of Canada's transportation network. The railroad connected the Yukon to the rest of the country, enabling more efficient movement of people and goods into and out of the goldfields. Hit that subscribe button to uncover the untold Canadian West history. A festive crowd at the Skagway docks during the arrival of a steamship from Seattle in 1900, marking the start of another busy mining season. This festive photo shows a crowd gathered at the Skagway docks to greet the arrival of a steamship from Seattle, signaling the start of another bustling mining season. The Skagway docks were often filled with excitement as miners and suppliers arrived for the Klondike Gold Rush. A portrait of a prospector with a long beard and weathered face taken in Dawson City in 1898. A portrait captures the face of a seasoned prospector in Dawson City. The weathered expression and long beard tell the story of the difficult and unpredictable life of those who ventured into the Klondike in search of gold. What did it take to conquer the Golden Staircase and reach the Klondike's riches? See in this photo. Miners crossed the Chilkoot Pass on foot in 1897, carrying heavy loads of supplies for the Klondike Gold Rush. This dramatic image shows miners crossing the notorious Chilkoot Pass, their backs laden with supplies. The harsh climb, known as the Golden Staircase, was a grueling journey, and many trekked for days under intense conditions to get to the goldfields. A miner's shack in the wilderness of the Klondike, surrounded by snow-covered trees in 1899. This lonely miner's shack, surrounded by snow-covered trees, is a reminder of the isolation that many prospectors faced during the gold rush. Living conditions were often primitive, with miners fighting the cold and the elements while they searched for gold. A group of miners and their dog-sled team making their way through the icy wilderness of the Yukon in 1898. Captured in this photo is a group of miners using a dog-sled team to traverse the icy wilderness. Dog sleds were a vital form of transportation in the frozen terrain, helping miners carry their supplies across vast distances during the harsh winter months. A crowd of hopeful miners lining up at the Dawson City Gold Claim Office in 1898, awaiting their turn to stake a claim. This photograph shows a large crowd of miners standing outside the Dawson City Gold Claim Office, eagerly waiting to register their claims. The rush to stake claims led to intense competition and disputes as everyone scrambled for their piece of the Klondike's riches. A pair of prospectors at a gold pan, their hopes pinned on finding the next big nugget in Bonanza Creek in 1897. Two prospectors are shown using their gold pans in Bonanza Creek, a key site in the Klondike Gold Rush. Their focused expressions and the gold pans in their hands reflect the hope that with each panful of dirt, they might strike it rich. A street view of the bustling town of Dawson City in 1898, with wooden buildings and horse-drawn carts moving through the streets. This street scene captures the hustle and bustle of Dawson City during the height of the gold rush. Horse-drawn carts and wooden buildings line the streets, depicting a town that was once a frontier settlement but had quickly grown into a thriving, rough-and-ready mining community. A gold rush miner posed with a shovel and pickaxe in front of a makeshift mining camp in 1898. This portrait shows a miner standing proudly in front of his temporary mining camp, shovel and pickaxe in hand. The miner's clothes are worn from labor, and his expressions suggest both the hardships and the resolve that came with the pursuit of gold. A steam-powered sawmill in the Klondike, providing lumber for building cabins and other structures in 1900. This photo showcases a steam-powered sawmill at work in the Klondike. The sawmill was a crucial part of the gold rush infrastructure, supplying much-needed lumber to build the growing towns and mining camps. A miner's camp near the Klondike River in 1897, with smoke rising from campfires and tents spread across the snowy ground. Captured in this image is a miner's camp along the Klondike River. Smoke rises from campfires and tents dot the snowy landscape. This scene represents the harsh yet hopeful environment that thousands of miners called home as they sought their fortunes. What drove this family to risk everything in the pursuit of gold, including their children? Seen in this photo, a family of miners, including children, working together in a mining claim near Bonanza Creek in 1898. This heartwarming photo shows a family of miners, with children included, working together at their claim. Families often worked as a unit, with everyone contributing to the labor in hopes of striking gold. The presence of children highlights the difficult living conditions that entire families endured in the goldfields. A group of miners unloading supplies from a steamship at the docks of Skagway in 1900. Miners unload boxes and crates from a steamship at the docks of Skagway, a critical entry point into the Klondike Gold Rush. The hustle and bustle of the docks show the constant flow of goods and people into the region, vital to the success of the gold rush. A miner's map of the Klondike region in 1898, detailing gold claims and river routes. This map, created by a miner, illustrates the vast Klondike region with marked gold claims and river routes. It served as an essential tool for prospectors navigating the treacherous terrain and locating potentially rich goldfields. Subscribe Timeless Frames to miss any interesting history. An abandoned gold rush miner's cabin in the wilderness, overgrown by vegetation, taken in the early 1900s. This image shows an abandoned miner's cabin in the Klondike wilderness, now overgrown by vegetation. The once bustling site is now silent, a testament to the transient nature of the gold rush and how quickly fortunes change for those who flock to the area. A miner's diary from 1897, documenting the hardships and triumphs of life in the Klondike. A close-up of a miner's diary reveals handwritten entries from 1897, chronicling the miner's experiences in the Klondike. These personal accounts offer an intimate view of the gold rush, capturing both the challenges faced and the occasional excitement of gold discoveries. How did this simple ferry help fuel the gold rush and the dreams of thousands? If you know, comment below. A ferry crossing the Yukon River, transporting goods and people to Dawson City in 1900. This photograph captures a ferry crossing the Yukon River, an essential mode of transportation during the gold rush. The ferry helped move both goods and people across the river, enabling miners to continue their journey into the heart of the goldfields. A group of miners and their families at a picnic in Dawson City in 1899, sharing a rare moment of relaxation. This photograph shows a group of miners and their families enjoying a rare moment of relaxation with a picnic in Dawson City. The stress and exhaustion of the gold rush were momentarily forgotten as families came together in the brief moments of peace. A weathered prospector panning for gold in the icy waters of Bonanza Creek in 1897. In this image, an old prospector with a weathered face and worn clothes is panning for gold in the icy waters of Bonanza Creek. His grim expression reveals the harsh reality of life in the Klondike, where even the smallest of gold nuggets was hard-won. A team of horses pulled a sled loaded with supplies through deep snow in the Klondike in 1900. Horses are seen pulling a sled loaded with supplies across deep snow in the Klondike. Sleds and horses were vital for transporting goods across the frozen landscape, and this image emphasizes the hard work and resilience needed to survive the harsh winters. A miner sitting on a wooden crate holding a gold nugget found in Bonanza Creek in 1898. This photo shows a proud miner sitting on a wooden crate holding up a gold nugget he found in Bonanza Creek. His expression of satisfaction is a rare glimpse into the moment of success that many miners dreamed of during the gold rush. A blacksmith forging tools in a Dawson City workshop in 1899. In the heart of Dawson City, a blacksmith works tirelessly over his anvil, forging tools for the miners. His workshop is filled with the glow of molten metal and the clang of his hammer, emphasizing the vital role blacksmiths played in supporting the gold rush economy. What does this humble camp reveal about the harsh realities of the gold rush? Let's see in this photo a miner's tent camp along the Klondike River with basic tools and cooking pots visible, circa 1897. This photo captures the makeshift tent camp of a miner. Cooking pots and basic tools lie scattered around, showing the minimalist and rugged lifestyle that miners endured as they pursued their dreams of gold. A group of Klondike miners celebrating with drinks after a successful claim in 1898. A rare moment of celebration is captured as a group of miners toast with bottles of liquor. The camaraderie and joy highlight the fleeting victories that kept miners motivated despite the hardships of the goldfields. A dog team resting in front of a Dawson City general store in 1900. This photograph shows a tired team of sled dogs lying in the snow outside a general store. These hard-working animals were indispensable to miners, helping to transport goods across the frozen terrain of the Klondike. A Yukon River paddle steamer arriving in Dawson City, loaded with passengers and supplies in 1901. This bustling scene captures a paddle steamer docking at Dawson City, bringing much-needed supplies and eager prospectors. The steamers were lifelines for the isolated community, ensuring a steady flow of goods and news. A miner displaying a collection of gold nuggets and dust in 1899. This striking image shows a miner proudly displaying a collection of gold nuggets and dust, evidence of his hard work and persistence. Such finds were rare and represented the pinnacle of success during the Klondike Gold Rush. A child playing near a miner's camp with a handmade sled in 1900. This heartwarming photo shows a child playing with a homemade sled near a miner's camp. Despite the harsh conditions, families found ways to create moments of joy and normalcy in the wilderness. Thank you for watching. If you want to discover more about Western, ridiculous, and horrifying history, hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon. See you in the next video.